Hello and welcome to the Mystic Garden Tarot. First, I have to start with a disclaimer or like a heads up. There's going to be like a fire alarm bell in the distance. For some odd reason, the building next to me decided they wanted to spend the day on I guess testing their system. And I said I could let that stop me from getting the messages out, or I could just push through, and we're going to push through. Okay, so please just try to ignore the occasional ringing. Hopefully it's barely picked up on here, to be honest. But okay, let's hop in for today's message. Remember to only take what resonates for you and leave what does not. Period. Confirmation. So for whoever this is for, there's someone around you who, or this could even be you, someone is changing what they're believing in. The first card out we have is synergy. Okay, the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before communications and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So someone is beginning to accept the things that they can't necessarily see. There could be something specifically about like spirituality that someone is starting to understand and be able to connect with. Someone's belief system is changing. And there could be some sort of communication coming in from this person. If this is not you, it's like someone wants to like let someone know that they believe something. As I was pulling this, it was kind of coming out to me as like someone believes something that another individual has been saying or expressing. There's something that someone isn't blaming you for, collective, or there's something you're not blaming another individual for. I feel like whoever's energy this is, it's like not blaming someone for something, wanting them to know that they are loved. Okay, someone finding maybe the courage to balance out a situation. Something was imbalanced possibly because someone was not believing in something, or they weren't understanding something because it wasn't like something they could see in the physical. But I think something has happened here where an individual has seen something on the darker side of things that like proved something that was said, possibly by you, collective. Someone created some sort of challenges. There's an ending here that's coming to like a friendship or a partnership because someone is realizing what someone else was doing. And I really just still feel like this is something on a spiritual aspect. Okay, something is unforgivable. Some sort of adversities someone is finding out another individual caused. It's like something has to end now. Moving to tarot, the first card I pulled out was the Nine of Cups in reverse, along with the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there could be someone very greedy involved here. Maybe someone is finding out just how greedy someone was to get something to go in their favor. Whatever someone was being greedy about, they're not receiving. And it's causing some sort of chaos here that is making it very clear to someone what is going on. And I know for a fact whoever I'm speaking to or speaking for, even, it's like you said something that maybe couldn't have been confirmed in the physical yet, or it's something like that. And now in the physical, things are starting to happen to where it is becoming very clear that what you said was true. 10:01 on the clock. Okay, something is being mirrored. Maybe you're putting the mirror up to something, or you tried to at one point, but now something is very clear and someone wants to apologize to you because there is a tower here. Something is stirring up. Okay, something could be going on with someone's health even. Someone is stuck in something because of something they were doing spiritually. And on the other end here, on your side of things, things are balancing out. You're healing from something, receiving some sort of relief. And whoever this is here, they wanted to postpone this for you. They wanted you to carry some sort of weight. They wanted you trapped in some negative emotional and physical state. And so that's what's now happening to them. And someone maybe did not believe this, or believe that this is what someone was trying to stir up for you. But now that it's reversing and turning on them, I think something is becoming very obvious through another individual's karma confirmation. We have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords out here. There's something about your spirituality. I do feel like you are a messenger. Okay, so you could read cards like me. You could be intuitive. You could just receive messages through literally anything. Okay, you could be clairvoyant, clairaudient. There's something here that allows you to receive messages. And there's something here about you speaking up on these messages that you've been receiving, and something looking the part at this moment in time. Okay, your energy is coming out as the Queen of Cups and the Empress. Whoever you are, you could be a water sign, don't have to be. You could be very nurturing. You could be a mother, or there's something very motherly about you. Creative, very intuitive, okay? You've experienced a lot of very painful things, deep wounds, okay? There are things that you could be actively working through, and somebody knew this and they tried to use this against you. Things could have also been caused in order to put you in some dark place, but you fought through this. The Magician is right under this Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're recovering from something here. We have the Seven of Cups. I feel like someone tried to stir up an illusion around the things that you've experienced. And the thing that people have to be careful with is, sometimes God, what is that saying? It's like God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers or something like that. So in that case, someone doesn't have to be doing things to receive, some sort of karma in order to go through certain things. Some people on this earth go through things very young, and go through things in certain periods in their lives to prepare them to be, for the role of something big, in the spiritual realm. I can even speak for myself. There are some things in this life I did not understand. I didn't understand why I was experiencing them, why things had to be a certain way for me, until I tapped into what my spiritual purpose was on this earth. And now it's like certain things make total sense to me. And it's like if I hadn't experienced that, I would not have been able to deal with specifically spiritual warfare in the way that I do. Confirmation, my phone just lit up. You know, there's some things that happen to wake you up to who you are. And that's exactly how things were designed for whoever I'm speaking to. And someone tried to like make it look like it was really because you were this bad person and you deserved these things. That's not true. We have the Lovers. So someone could have been trying to confuse a lover about you with the Seven of Cups coming out right before it. Yeah, there's something about like throwing this lover's energy off. Somebody could be a Gemini, and this is all to delay something. Someone wanted to delay you entering a new chapter, possibly having to do with a divine union or some sort of partnership with an emperor. So there could be an emperor here you're supposed to be with, right? You are the Empress, coming out as the Empress and the Queen of Cups, like I said. Okay, this emperor could be an Aries. They don't have to be. They could have Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Someone did not like this. They did not want you to have this. And so, yes, they caused some delays here. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. Someone wanted it to look like maybe you didn't know what you were doing or what you were talking about. Maybe they wanted it to look like you weren't going in the right direction or you were not following wise advice. You needed to like learn. They were trying to make it seem like you needed to learn something, like you didn't know something and you needed to be taught a lesson. That's what I'm picking up on. I don't know. You're manifesting something at this time, and judgment is here. Okay, someone is receiving bad karma in the form of the Eight of Swords. So someone could be spiritually or physically locked up behind the mess that they made surrounding you and a partnership or a union. Whoever this emperor is, they are finding out about something. They're really getting to understand it. And I'm assuming this person is attached to them, a friend of theirs or something. And they're dealing with this. They're like cutting cords with this person. Someone could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Something could be significant about December, January, somewhere in that area. The beginning of January. No, scratch that, because Capricorn season is in both January. No, Capricorn and Aquarius are both in January, right? Oh my gosh. So there's something about January, which is right now. That's what I'm getting at, okay? And then also something about the summertime. So something could be happening around the summertime. There's something about a text message. You could be texting someone right now. We have summertime and fall. So something about the fall as well. Someone's putting a fake reader to sleep, or like putting an end to a fake reader. Maybe someone was giving fake readings on you, collective, saying that you were experiencing certain things because it was karma. And maybe, yeah, okay, so there could be an emperor who went to a fake reader and got a reading on you and they told them completely wrong, basically. This person is desperate, okay, trying to interfere with this connection. Someone could be a bank worker or teller. Someone's first, middle, or last initial could be R. Someone could be from San Diego, or there's something significant about San Diego. And we have get ready for the waterworks. Yeah, somebody's about to come in crying and begging for forgiveness, for sure. So get ready. All right, collective. I hope this message found whoever it was supposed to be for. If it did, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe for more. I will talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.